Mastermind, the rules of the original version. The classic game of Mastermind was invented in 1970 by Mordecai Morozowitz. It requires skill in deduction, yet it's extremely simple and tremendously fun. Let's look at the pieces first. The decoding board has 6 rows in this video. This means the code breaker has 6 guesses. There can be 8, 10, or 12 rows in other versions. This is the pattern the code maker chooses. The shield makes sure the code breaker cannot see the pattern the code maker chooses. There are multiple amounts of 6 different colors of code pegs. They go in the large holes. In this video, we'll be using red, orange, blue, green, brown, and yellow. In some variations, there's one more choice for the code maker. He or she can make a hole vacant, which acts as a color. The other rules are the same. There are 2 colors of key pegs, white and colored. For the colored key peg, we will be using black. These are used by the code maker to signify if the guess by the code breaker is correct. Setup. The code maker forms a pattern of 4 colors and places them in the 4 slots behind the shield. The code breaker cannot see this. There can be duplicate colors, but our first example will be without duplicates for simplicity. Gameplay. The code breaker is trying to find out the code maker's secret pattern. He or she will try and guess the pattern in the first row, shown in the diagram. The code maker replies by placing the key pegs into the small holes corresponding to the guess the code breaker made. A black key peg is awarded if a code peg is the correct color in the correct position. A white key peg is awarded if a code peg is the correct color but in the wrong position. Now the code breaker continues guessing based on the information the code maker has given. The code maker places a black key peg for the red code peg and another black key peg for the first green peg. A white key peg is awarded for the yellow code peg, which is the wrong position. The last green code peg is not awarded anything, as the first green code peg already corresponded to the green peg in the secret pattern. The code breaker guesses it correct on his or her third turn. 4 black key pegs are placed and the game is finished. Now let us have a duplicate color in the code maker's secret pattern. There is no orange code peg, so no peg is placed. The first brown code peg is in the wrong position, so a white key peg is placed. As the first brown code peg already corresponds to the brown code peg in the secret pattern. The second brown code peg corresponds to nothing, and no peg is placed. There is no green peg in the secret pattern, so no key peg is placed for that. The code breaker makes a second guess. The red code peg is in the correct position, so a black key peg is placed. The orange and the blue code pegs are not in the secret pattern, so no key peg is placed. The yellow code peg appears twice in the secret pattern, but as there is only one in the code breaker's guess, only one key peg is placed. It is the white key peg as it is in the wrong position. The code breaker makes another guess. There is no green, so no key peg is placed. There is a red peg in the secret pattern, but it is the wrong position, so a white key peg is placed. The third code peg, the yellow, corresponds to the peg of the secret pattern in the same position, which is also yellow, so a black key peg is placed. Lastly, the second yellow code peg corresponds to the second peg in the secret pattern. It is the wrong position. A white key peg is placed. The code breaker gets it correct on the 4th turn. There are 4 black key pegs. Scoring. The code breaker and the code maker have an equal amount of turns in each row. At the end of each game, the number of rows that the code breaker needed to crack the secret pattern is the number of points awarded to the code maker. This means 3 points are awarded to the code maker in the first game, and 4 points in the second game. Sometimes, if the code breaker does not end up breaking the code, an extra point is awarded to the code maker. At the end of the agreed number of rounds, the scores are tallied up and the player with the most points wins. Remember, develop your own skills and tricks when you get more experience. Have fun!